Joining me on the podcast right now from Roofsmith, Jesse Groves. Hello, Jesse. How are you,
sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Well, I don't know, they may not have heard of Roofsmith because Roofsmith's kind of new to the area. Let's talk a little bit about Roofsmith, what you guys do.
So Roofsmith has been around since 2009. Their main specialty is storm restoration. So what that means is essentially they're not just your average roofing company. We do standard retail roofs for homeowners if they just want to pay for a new roof. But we specialize in working very closely with the insurance companies. So, everyone pays, for the most part, homeowners insurance.
Sure.
They have certain rights under their policies that protects them against storms, weather-related issues. But not a lot of homeowners know the process of what it's like to have to go through and file those claims. So we've got various hours of training to know what that process is like so we can mitigate that process for the homeowners. We also have extensive training on wind and hail damage, which, like you and I were kind of talking before this, around here we don't get a ton of the hail side of things. I think it's because we're kind of in a valley. Northeast Ohio gets a decent amount of hail every year. Here it's mainly wind, so we're trained and specialized in how to identify that once we're up doing inspections on roofs.
Sure.
So we can kind of point out those issues to homeowners and show them, what can lead to further issues down the road. And essentially, if there's something going on, if that falls under their policy of wind damage or storm damage, because they're protected under that. I mean, your insurance will pay, for the most part, pay for either repairs or replacement of the roof if you have those issues going on. So, like I said, Roofsmith's been around since 2009. I've been linked up with them for the past 3 months. So fairly new, but I've got a little bit of background in roofing. So when I came in, I could identify certain things that some people couldn't right away, so that helped out a lot. But it's been fun. It's a really good company, very unique. You can tell that they really care about their employees, and it's not your everyday roofing company. We truly care about the homeowners. We help them through the process because we know a roof is a large scale process.
Sure, right.
So that's what we're there for. It's more of a consultative role is what I take on.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to, I don't know anything about roofs, so I wouldn't know if I had storm damage or what to do, and you guys kind of help out a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and most people, that's the funny thing is, we go up, basically what we do is we offer free roof inspections. No obligations whatsoever. And that's to really identify everyday wear and tear so you can kind of just inform the homeowner of, okay, this is how many years you might have left of your roof as is. Or if there is damage, showing them what that looks like. Most people, after a storm, they look up and if there's not a missing shingle, they just say, my roof's fine, right?
Right, sure.
But that's usually not how it happens. It's kind of a progressive pattern. So if a roof is put on properly, the shingles will adhere. But over time, as long as storms continue to just hit that roof at a certain wind speed or angle, eventually you're going to start getting those shingles to pull away and no longer be sealed. And that's when you start seeing the problems. And then there's further damage that comes from that as well too. So it's really trying to just walk the homeowner through that process, show them pictures. And like I said, it's more of a consultative role. And it's not, the nice thing is, we don't step in it as a transactional service. Like I'm not just coming to try to win a bid on the roof.
Sure. It's
more of just truly trying to help the homeowner out make good judgment decisions.
Yeah, because there's a lot of companies out there who take advantage of people, especially during storm. We just had that bad storm, about 3-4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And I know you guys are probably busy with that.
Oh, yes.
It damaged a lot of roofs.
Yes.
But, there's some businesses that are out there that take advantage of people, and you really have to watch that, don't you?
No, it's true. They call them storm chasers.
Yeah, right.
It's funny because when that storm came through, I was out and about just trying to locate various areas that might have had the problems. But you could see, I was going and checking on houses, knocking on doors, and there had already been 2 or 3 roofers already there putting door hangers on. So it's a unique business, one that, like I said, in the past, when I was doing roofing, I was more on the installation side, so I was actually putting the roofs on. So seeing this new side of it with the storms and the insurance side, it's completely different. But it's all about our approach. Like I said, we don't want to appear as that storm chaser. We're just there to win a roof for you. It's really just trying to connect that homeowner. I mean, that's the coolest part about the job that I have is because I literally have formed so many relationships just in the 3 months that I've been here by sitting down with homeowners. I mean, I had a homeowner in Ontario last week that I spent hours with, and she was giving me cookies. She was baking cookies for her grandkids, and she's like, "Come in, eat cookies." Like it was great. Then I have a guy that I just met with last week that I got to go see again this week, and he literally just wants me to, he doesn't want me to knock anymore. He sees this me and he tells me to come on in and sit down. It's just crazy to see the open arms that people have if you're willing to sit down and gain their trust. So it's been a fun process.
And it's nice, and you can look back. You said Roofsmith's been around since 2009.
Yep, correct. Yep.
And so you guys are established. You guys have been around for a while. It's not one of these companies that just ends up here, then disappeared. Take your money and go. You guys have been here since 2009, so you've been established for a while.
No, and that's like we were talking. They started in Northeast Ohio in the Akron area, so they do have more of a presence there. They brought me on back in April to really expand west of 71. They left it open to me as far as like the areas that I wanted to go out and attack. So the main way that I kind of go out and prospect is I blanket letter.
Yeah.
So I'll go out and send letters to homes. I've done it in Richland County, Crawford County, pretty much nailed all the cities in those counties. And then it's just going out and going door to door essentially. And it's a process. It's one that it's kind of old fashioned, but
right.
It works. It really does work. And then it's just building upon the relationships that you have and referrals. And once you gain the trust of people and they see that you work through the process with them, because like I was saying, the insurance process is tough.
Yes.
I'm working on a claim right now with an individual here in town that we're in probably 4 weeks right now through the claims process, and we're almost there. Because believe it or not every insurance company is just going to bend over to give you a check.
Right.
So it's a process where in most homeowners wouldn't push back hard enough to get to that end goal, but that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to do the pushing and the load carrying for you.
You kind of act like a liaison between the person and the insurance company, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of give it a buffer. It's like I said, I hate with insurance companies. Who likes it, right? Because and it gets confusing. But you guys are there, like with I don't know what they'll cover on your roof or what, but that's what you're there for.
No, and it's you always ask that question when you sit down with the homeowner. Is like, how's your insurance agent? Do you even know who your insurance agent is? A lot of people don't, but most people will tell you my insurance agency is fine. Well, have you ever actually had to deal with them when you filed a claim? Because most homeowners have not filed claims.
Right.
You don't want to, right? Your goal is to not have to, but you're allowed to. You get to find out who your agent is as soon as you file a claim. But
good or bad, right?
Exactly, right? Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And I'm sure you've dealt with all different kinds.
We won't name names, but some are a little bit easier to deal with than others. Yeah.
Right, I would imagine. So if someone wants to get a hold of you and they're interested, maybe they had some damage on their roof from that storm or recently, or they just want to say, hey, do I need a new roof? How do they do this? How do they get hold of you?
Multiple ways. Obviously, we've linked up with you guys, and I do have an ad on Crawford County Now.
Okay.
So if you see my face pop up, you can actually click directly on that ad. It'll take you to Roofsmith Restoration website where you can basically go in and register for your free inspection. That'll get pushed back to me. I'm the only project manager in this area, so that'll get filtered back down to me. Or also on the ad too is my direct cell phone line. Okay. It's 330-805-6763. So you're more than happy to shoot me a text, give me a call. Like I'll pick up. I pretty much answer anything that comes through.
What counties are you serving right now?
So Crawford County, Richland County mainly.
Okay.
I've touched a little bit into Ashland County. It's a little bit further out. A little bit further of a drive at $5.
Great.
But no, mainly I've had a lot of success so far in Richland County, but I'm trying to, like I was telling you, I'm trying to utilize my relationships that I have in this area from the past to establish and get some foot traffic going. So, but yeah.
All right, Jesse Groves from Roofsmith. It was good meeting you, by the way.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
And like I said, if you need help, he'll help you out. If maybe you just have a question about your roof, you'll answer, right?
I can do that.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.